Good afternoon, everybody. It's Linda from Sharmakaya. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. I'm going to talk to you today about different incense and why incense is used. Ever since the beginning of time, men and women have been powdering different plants, different clays to put on makeup, to have different odors, to put ornaments in their hair. So smell has always been very prominent in creating an atmosphere, in identifying to somebody. You know, we always have a perfume that, oh, that smells like my mother, or oh, these flowers remind me of my aunt. Oh, when I go to church, it smells a certain way. Oh, you remind me of my husband's odor, and everything is related to stimulate your memory. So incense is a factor that stimulates the smell, which triggers memories. So we use incense in the spirituality dimension to calm down, to purify, also to give energy and stimulate. It comes in many forms. The Native American Indians use a lot of sage, white sage. They use it in liquid form. We can have it in liquid form. It's usually mixed with cedar, lavender, tuya, different ferns. You also have it in essential oils. Like this, roll-ons or perfumes. You can have it as a spray, and you can also have it natural in a bundle or rolled in sticks. All right, it's important to choose an incense of a certain quality, otherwise when it smokes you will have more dark filaments in it, because it has a lot of different elements that may not be biological, or that may not be, I'll say, healthy friendly. So the American Indians use this to smudge. Of course, when they smudge and cleanse an area, they use feathers, they use a shell of some sort to put their incense when they're burning. You know, they'll go like this, and they'll use a feather to smudge. We can always adapt to our budget and our needs, so we can use an aluminum plate, our hands, different things. But if you want to do a sacred ritual, this is what they do. To open all their ceremonies, they always have a mixture of sweetgrass, cedar, and sage to honor the directions and to protect them. So it's very important for the Native American Indians and for all shamans. Of course, they will use the plants and roots and leaves from their countries, from their origin, from their area. But they always have a mixture of things to protect and to make the area sacred. It's always honorable.
For example, the
Palo Santo comes from Peru. You have it in wood, you have it in little chips, and you have it also in sticks and in powder. So these are different things that you can use. Those are the Peruvians that use this. If you go to Mexico, they use a lot of copal in resin form, which is different.
we'll show later.
Yeah. So if we go here, and there's a multiple of different companies and different odors. One that is really popular is the Nag Champa. I wanted to show, oh, there you go. The Nag Champa. It's a pretty common smell that you'll smell in most boutiques. It's been around I've been in spirituality for 30 years, and it's been around all that time. You have Blue Pearl, which is also a classic one, which comes in different odors. Now, when it comes to odors, you can try different things. If you like spicy stuff, you can go with more of things like lotus, darshan, oliban, frankincense. If you like sweet, you can go in flowers like jasmine, rose, lavender. If you like also, how would I say, Vanilla is like sweet, and at the same time it's a bit spicy. It goes in both ways, in directions. Amber is very, very popular. It smells very nice, and it's a incense that brings a lot of calmness within and allows you to make contact with your karmas. Now, you can use a wooden incense and put them on wooden sticks that have a hole, and you stick it in and the ashes will fall in there. Or you can have them in a glass version. You have a lot of them that come in boxes that you can put the incense inside, and then you can burn on the cover. They come in wood, in clear glass, all kinds of designs. There's a multiple arrangement of different ways to burn your incense. We have behind you, Kim, if you want to show, we have one that is in the dragon and fairy context, medieval context. This is also to burn incense. So you can use different kinds of things. And as I was saying, you have so many different types that are beneficial, and different companies. I would suggest that you choose good companies. We have Archangels. This one is anti-tobacco. People that smoke, it changes the odor in the place. We have some that are like, you know, have a theme. This is money drawing, you see? That's a theme. Some are health, some are love. You have different types. You have some that come from India. They have a specific smell. They smell, it's more pungent, more pure, it's stronger. For Canadians or Quebecers, sometimes we like to go in something a little bit softer. Now, we also have them, apart from sticks, we have them in resins, which are like little gravels, little rocks. And these are always burnt on a...
This is the copal that we were talking about earlier.
They always burn on a charbon, on a, oh my God, how do you say charbon in English?
Coal.
Yes, on a round disc of coal. You light it up, it becomes white, and then you put your little drops of resin, and the smoke will come and purify. We also have little sticks. We have some papers that are d'Armani paper. You take one strip, you fold it like an accordion, you light it up, and as the smoke dissipates, it will change the odor of the room. And we have huge, long sticks here that are about 18 inches long that you can put outside on a long stick like this, or you can stick in a plant. If you do not have the means to have a incense holder, you can always put it in a plant, and the ashes will just nourish the earth, which is a very good thing. You can also have them in powder, which is the same principle as using the gravel. You also have them in cones. Cones are little triangles that you light up the tip, and you blow on it, and by the heat it dissipates itself. This you need to put on sand or on something that will not burn underneath. Don't put it on glass, the glass will shatter. So we have different types of incense to burn. All that is resin or cones burns quickly, and the smoke is intense, but it doesn't last long. It lasts like maybe 5 minutes, but the smell will last for 2-3 hours. A stick will burn slowly, little smoke. It will burn for about 20 minutes to a half hour, and the smell will stay again for about 3 to 4 hours. Anybody who has asthma or a respiratory disorder of any kind, you're better to go with a liquid incense, or to use fragrances of different types that you put in a diffuser like this, a cold air diffuser. This will cause no smoke, and it will change the atmosphere of the room. Of course, you can also go get the smell of incense through perfumed candles. Perfumed candles, if they're of good quality, it's fine. Soya is always the best. Always remember that a perfume candle has essential oils in it, so the smell is not as potent as if you would use an incense stick made from the plant originally, from the leaves and the stem and all its components, because an essential oil is a liquid that is drawn from the plant. It's not the plant itself. It causes a different kind of energy, which is just as healthy but less potent in a candle. When you use the essential oil directly in a diffuser, it's very different. So for incense, it's very important to use that to change the atmosphere. So I'm going to give you a few names for incense that will protect and protect you and the environment. Frankincense, copal, I would use darshan. Then any of the archangels is protection. If it's to cleanse, sage, how do you say, myrrh, that's what I was looking for. And then you can use the 7 chakras, spiritual guide for introspection. You can also use, when it's winter, to clear the lungs and the sinuses, eucalyptus, comf, I don't know, I don't remember how to say that in English.
Tangerine.
Margarine, what?
Tangerine.
Anything that is citrus, lemon, tangerine, lime, brings energy. It's always an energy booster. You can also then use things like, what do we have? Amber I talked about for past lives. Aloe vera brings calmness. We have some for good luck. You also have some like
Eucalyptus.
I've mentioned eucalyptus, romarin, which is rosemary. Sorry, I'm translating and it's funny. All Archangel Michael. There's so many different types, but basically to protect yourself, you can use. I use frankincense a lot. I like frankincense. To reach my guides, I like amber a lot, and spiritual guide. To cleanse, for me, sage is number 1, and then and also the Peruvian wood,
Palo Santo.
Palo Santo. To do a lot of like when I entertain and I'm having a meal and a supper, I'll burn things like rosemary, like it's cannabis. It doesn't smell like pot, but it brings this calmness around. I'll use lotus, all these are like happy. It brings happiness. I'll say calm and happy energies in the place. So you can use different types of things. If you want to have a romantic evening, well, you can use rose if you like rose. Personally, I'm gonna laugh because I don't like rose too much. So if my husband burnt rose, there's no way I would go lay down on the pillow with the rose. Not for me. But if you put something like Nag Champa or Ashta, that would bring me in an element that resembles me. So always remember that no matter what you look up on internet or what people say to you, like the advice I'm giving you, follow you, your personality. Something in general will calm, may not calm you. Lavender, a lot of people use lavender to calm down when people have pain or children that can't sleep. But if you don't like the smell of lavender and it upsets you, it's not going to calm you. It's just going to make you even more anxious about different things. So go for something else. Go for something that will ground you more. So go for myrrh, which is very, very helpful for, or go for patchouli. It's another incense that will bring you down. Amber. It's different things like that. You can use vetiver. There's so many of them that you can use. I could go on for hours and hours.
The quality also changes.
Yes, the quality. You have incense I don't like to mention companies, but if you go like in the companies that Kim will show you, they're less expensive, but when they burn, they're not the best quality. But it's better than nothing. We have some in the store to accommodate low-end budgets, and it's fine. And some people don't want to pay too much because they just use it to burn outside on their balconies and to make a screen with their neighbor, you know. So it's fine. To each his own, like we say. But if you can find something that is hand-rolled with no additives, it's always better. It's better for your lungs and it's better for your spirit. So I hope that this gives you a little bit of insight on incense and what to buy or not to buy. If you have any questions, please ask, share. And we will have a class in aromatherapy probably in the fall. So give us a call or look up on our website to see the information. If you have anything else to add or subjects you want me to treat, please let me know. So on that note, I wish you a very nice end of the week. They say it's going to be a beautiful weekend, so we shall enjoy once again. And let's be in the gratitude of having such a beautiful summer. I know it's hot, I know it's heavy, but it's a lot better than rain every day and, you know, no pleasure. At least now we can go in the bath, go in the shower, or go in the pool. We can do so many things, and we're all together and we're eating a lot of barbecues outside. It's a nice time for social interaction with our friends and our loved ones. So enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.